Hello and welcome to the Puck Drops Here podcast. I'm your host, John Carver, along with my brother, Howie, here for episode number 3 of season 3. And today, Howie, we are revealing our picks for the Metropolitan Division. So, how you doing? How you been this week?
Tired.
I hear you. And we have the new football season starting this weekend. So we have a couple little picks for that too.
Yeah, just zip through just for some entertainment purpose. Zip through our division picks and who we feel that we're gonna win the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
What is it now? Is it 50?
Yeah, I guess this is the 50th. I guess
50.
Yeah. That means I'm old.
Yeah.
So you look like you're pretty much settled in your new digs there.
Yeah, it's just little things I gotta get done.
Yeah, like get that border down off the wall.
I like the border.
Oh, okay.
The border in my room has to come down because I got to repaint the walls in there because it's like a lavender purple.
Oh.
The paint.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I got to redo that. I'm thinking I might go with an antique white and Minnesota wild green.
Oh. That'll be nice.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna get a fat head of my head.
Right.
Put it in.
There you go. So you're just gonna take a snapshot.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get a fat head made of it, so it's huge,
Right.
and just put it on the wall.
Oh, I thought you just could take a regular picture and put it on the wall, and you'd have a fat head on the wall.
No, this will be a fat head of a fat head.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. And the dogs are doing well?
Yeah, they've adjusted. Wrestling all the time, keeping me up.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was your doing. You gave Lucky a playmate, and now you're paying.
Backfired on me.
All right.
But I like it though now because now they can go outside when they want and just hang out on the porch. So.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that'd be nice. All right. Do you have any hockey news today?
Only 2 things I have are first one real quick is if you read, it was an article on Yahoo News about Voinov.
Yeah.
And I guess if you kind of read between the lines from the way it's written, it sounds like basically the Kings don't want him back, not the front office, but more the players don't want anything to do with him.
Yeah. Well, he's taking up space on the roster that.
Right.
Right.
Right. So we'll see what happens there. I mean, more than likely, I don't even think they could even. I don't even know if anyone would even trade for him.
No, he's done. He's done.
I think so. And then I wonder. I mean, it makes me wonder too if, depending on how the outcome comes out on Kane, is anyone really going to want to deal with that if the allegations are true?
Right, if they're true.
Is anyone going to want to have a rapist on their team?
Well, if
the allegations are true.
Right. If it were me and the allegations turned out to be true, I don't think I'd want that on the team.
No, I want it in the lock.
Right.
No.
Right. But what will this do to him if it's not true? That's the question.
I I don't know. I mean,
I'm sure it's pretty
it'll
hard
be,
for him right now.
yeah. I mean, it's going to be tough on him mentally. I mean, it's just a matter. I mean, if he can get through this and it comes out, that no, it's true and she's after money and whatnot. I mean, hopefully he can, put it behind him and concentrate on what he does.
Right.
But
Right.
I don't know what his psyche is.
Right.
And then the only other thing I had was the announcement of World Cup tourney
That's
that they
right.
got. And the two teams I found interesting were the Team North America and Team Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess with Team North America, it'll be interesting because I know each team could pick I think it's three goalies,
Yeah, something like that.
and basically they're only going to have a selection of like four that qualify for that team. So one goalie is going to be left out of the mix.
Yes.
Because from what I read is was it Gibson, I think, had the most experience with, I think, like 29 games or something like that.
Yeah.
And then the other three had a total combination of 4 games. So that's your Team North America goalies. I mean, it's like, okay, well, you kind of
Right.
know starter is going to be.
Well, why have a team North America and a team Europe?
I Well, I mean, I could see them doing Team Europe to give more players the opportunity because there's not enough players from specific countries.
I think there's enough countries to.
No, because I honestly, I don't think you could create for. I don't think you could create a roster for, like, say, Germany.
Why not?
I don't think there's enough players to create a full roster.
I don't I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know. I'd have to. I mean, they do it for the Olympics.
Right, but you're talking. That's completely different because here you're using only NHL players. In the Olympics, you're taking
Okay, yeah,
NHL
I got. Yeah, I
players,
understand.
those not in the NHL.
Yeah, I get it now. Okay, duh. Okay, I get it.
And then the other interesting part was one of the players brought it up was for Team Europe because you're going to have, say, up to, say, 10 different countries on Team Europe.
Well, yeah, you can have a lot.
If,
Yeah.
if they win it, or even at the beginning of the game, say,
Yeah.
what national anthem are they going to play for that team?
Well, they'll do the national anthem mashup.
Possibly.
Right.
Or play all 10 of them.
Well, they'll play all 10, but mashed up. So
And then for Team North America, they'll play both the U.S. and Canadian every single time.
right. It's just a long ceremony.
Yeah.
It makes the ceremony very long.
Yeah, very long.
Okay.
We will now take a 5-minute break and then return.
Well, I really didn't have any hockey news except that Kopitar just still isn't signed yet. You know that, right?
Yeah.
It's driving me crazy. But I'm sure they'll get him signed.
They'll get it done.
Yeah, I know. I just don't like it hanging out there.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Let us move on. Oh my lord, what was that?
That was the dog slamming the door.
The dog slamming the door. Let us begin our picks for the Metropolitan Division, Howie.
All right.
And I can't remember how last week. Did I go first or did you go first? I don't remember.
I honestly don't remember. It doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't. But all right, so I will go ahead and make my first pick for the number 8 spot in the Metropolitan Division. I am choosing this team. Because I can't see them anywhere else on this line here.
I could kind of guess who it is.
Is going to be the Carolina Hurricanes. I mean, they made some moves over this offseason, but did they do anything that really pushed them forward, especially for this division? I think not. So I have them at number 8.
All I could say to that, to go along with my pick, is I concur.
Okay. So, Howie and I both pick the Carolina Hurricanes.
So we'll jump to number 7.
All right, go ahead.
Number 7, I got well, even this. I didn't really see them do much of anything in the off season. They were kind of quiet. So
I believe I know who you're going to put down.
I see New Jersey.
Okay, Howie has New Jersey. All right. I picked this team because they also didn't do very much in the offseason. And I think they're in the middle of the rebuilding thing, and I agree with you. It is the New Jersey Devils. So,
This is the I concur division.
yeah, so I concur. This was probably one of the easier divisions to do.
Yeah.
My number 6 team is a team that they really didn't do much in the offseason. And they could be one of those teams that could be good. They're kind of like on the edge. But they're like, I just don't know what they're going to do. I have the Philadelphia Flyers.
I concur.
Okay.
Yeah, it's this. They didn't do. I don't see them going anywhere.
Right, but they're one of those teams that can be good. They've got a lot of talent on that team.
Yeah, they're just.
But they haven't.
I just don't see them doing anything.
Yeah, I don't either.
With the other teams that are in the division, they're just kind of a stalemate.
Right. Now, here's my number 5 pick, which now it starts getting muddy.
Oh, wait, it's my turn.
That's right.
Yeah, this is where things will start getting more tight.
Right.
Like mud.
Yep.
I picked here. They. I mean, I don't know. I don't think they really did too much in the off season. They pretty much have the same core, the same group. But I think if they could stay healthy this year, I think they will make a good run. I think they will make the playoffs as long as they stay healthy. And I mean, they're not going to be one of those bubble wildcard teams. I mean, it's going to be a solid, even though they got the last one, it's going to be a solid drop in. And I got Columbus.
Huh. Columbus. All right. I have a team. This is where we're a little different, but could be the same.
Hey.
Was one of the most exciting teams for me last year. They didn't do a whole lot in the offseason. They pretty much have the same guys.
I know who it is.
I love these guys, but I picked them at number 5, but they can easily be a number 3 for me. Because I think these next 3 teams are really...
I would agree, because I mean, I can see Columbus finishing 3rd in this division. But I think the way this division is going to break down is it's going to be a battle for the 3, 4, 5 spot and then the 2 spot.
Yep. So that's kind of how I did this next section, was these 3 kind of could be anywhere. And I have picked the New York Islanders.
Oh, speaking of the Islanders, did you see their 3rd jersey?
Yes, I did.
I don't like it.
It looked a lot like what the Ducks did.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, well, not necessarily. It's a bit different, but
yeah. But I mean, I don't know.
I just hope this isn't something that they're going to fall back on down the road and get rid of the traditional team colors.
Right. Well, that's
Don't pull a Kings and
no. They need to get that purple back in that uniform.
I agree. I concur.
I concur. Okay, number 4, Howie, is my pick. Was your number 5, which can easily be a number 3 for me.
I agree.
Is Columbus. I have picked Columbus. I think they're going to be good.
I mean, they disappointed me last year, but I mean that's only because they were injured the entire season.
Right. So
it's like one player after another, just constantly.
Yeah.
But I think if they stay healthy, I think they could make a really good run at it. But I think they're going to have that 3, 4, 5 spot somewhere. They're going to be in there.
I think so too. They pretty much have the same core as they had last year. Although I don't think they've got the best defensive core. I don't think they're the strongest, but they're good.
Right.
But I can easily see them as a number 3 in the division. But I have them at number 4. And they can easily be a number 5.
Yeah.
So
my number 4, I have this team. I guess they made some moves. I think they've improved, but I think they're. I don't know. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say they're getting old. I just think they're getting. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know who. I don't know how to describe them, but I just don't think their talent level has decreased for some reason, unknown reason. But I have Pittsburgh at number 4.
All right, number 3, Howie. That's you.
My number 3, I have again, like you were saying, a team that they're fun to watch, and I hope they don't go these ugly 3rd jerseys. But I got the New York Islanders at number 3.
Okay. I chose Pittsburgh for my number 3. I think them adding Kessel, Of course, they've got Malkin and Crosby, Letang.
Yeah, they're really deep.
They do.
They're just there's. I don't know if maybe it's a level of cockiness that they're going to be overconfident that they're that good.
Well, that's why like I say, those the 3 through 5 position can be anybody. So I could see Pittsburgh being number 5. I could see Pittsburgh being number 4.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about. I mean, they've got a lot of talent on the team, but I just don't see them being that high caliber team fighting for that division title.
We shall see. But I have them at number 3. Okay, these next two are grouped by themselves because either one can win this.
Yeah.
And my number 2, I think I picked this team at number 2. They did pick up Oshie, and of course Holtby's going to be awesome in the net again this year. I think he was, he'll be great for them. I've picked the Capitals as number 2.
I concur.
But I could see them winning this. I could see them winning this if they get hot.
I think they've improved a lot offensively. But I don't think their defense is. They don't have the depth. And I think
concur.
That's where I think they're going to hurt.
Right. I concur. And I think at this one, for the 1 and 2 spot, it's going to be who's going to be hot at the right time.
Right. And especially in the net. And if I had to pick between Holtby and Lundqvist, I have to go with Lundqvist.
I got you.
He's got far more experience.
All right, so let's go ahead and reveal our number 1s since we both concur with them.
Yes. Number 1 would be your New York Strangers.
Right. I think even though they lost Saint Louis.
Yeah. I mean, they're deep all around.
They're very deep. I think they are one of the best in the East.
Although, actually, who now that his name just dropped off. It's at the tip of my tongue. Oh. Who is their backup now?
To Lundqvist?
Yeah.
Well,
because it was Talbot.
Was it? I don't know. I'm looking right
now. Because he ended up going to Edmonton.
Oh. Why is this coming up here? And how do you get out of it? Okay.
I can't. God, on the tip of my tongue, I can't think who it is.
Ranta.
Oh, Ranta's there now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, they still got a decent. I mean,
he's good. He's good.
Yeah.
But look at the defensemen they have.
Yeah, I mean they're deep all around.
They're going to be good. Boyle, Diaz, Girardi, Klein, McDonough, Stahl, Summers, Yandel.
I mean they're deep. I mean even your fourth line defense it could be your number 1 defense.
Right. Oh, and they picked up Jarrett Stoll.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. They're going to be good. So that is.
And I don't remember. Did we haven't picked as far as well? Obviously, everyone's going to know who the top 3 playoff teams are going to be in each division. But did we pick? Did we say who our wild cards were or yet or no?
No, we have not.
Okay, so we could do that next week then when we do the Pacific and go over as far as who's going to be in the playoffs and who the wild cards are going to be.
Yep, we could do that. Because I went ahead and I picked all that stuff.
Although I did say Columbus was going to be a number 5 team and be in the playoffs.
Right, you did.
So
there's a little sneak peek.
There's a hint.
Yeah.
There's a hint.
There's a hint, yeah.
So next week we will do the Pacific Division.
Yes, the Pacific Division.
Which that one will be. That'll be an interesting. The West, I think, probably has the most interesting division outcomes. I think for this season. I think they had the toughest time picking was the Western Conference.
Oh, most definitely. I think it's the strongest, but I don't know if that's because I'm biased to the West, but I just think if you look at it on paper, I think they are.
Yeah, I think even on paper, I think it's a much stronger conference.
Right. Well, we're running a little bit long, so let's go through our picks for the NFL, Howie.
For the American League of Football.
Of football. Yes. The American League of Football.
I guess just instead of I guess just zip through your division winners and then your wild cards.
Okay.
And then I'll go through mine and then we'll do our picks for who's going to be in the Super Bowl and the winner.
Okay. For the NFC East, I have Dallas. NFC North, I have Green Bay. NFC South, I have New Orleans. NFC West, I have Seattle. My 2 wild cards, from the East, it'll be the Giants. From the North, it'll be Minnesota. From the AFC, I've got Miami in the East, Pittsburgh in the North, Indianapolis in the South, Denver in the West. And my 2 wild cards from the East, I picked New England, and from the West, I picked Kansas City. And then for my Super Bowl, I've got Green Bay versus Miami, and Miami wins it.
AFC, I got your division winners: New England, Baltimore, Indianapolis, San Diego, with wild cards being Miami and Denver. NFC, I've got Dallas, Green Bay, Carolina, Seattle, wild cards Philadelphia and Arizona. In the Super Bowl, I'm taking Indianapolis, Green Bay, with Indianapolis winning it.
There you go. And that's our picks for the American Football League.
And those are locks.
Oh, the National Football League. And those are locks. Those are Howie's locks for the NFL. Oh, gosh. All right, so today we did our picks for the Metropolitan Division, and we will make those picks available for you out on our website. Also, you can make your picks for the Metropolitan Division. And by the way, Howie, let me go real quickly to our voting. I believe it was like 90% of the votes for the Atlantic Division we're going to Montreal.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. And then it was like, I can't remember right off, but I'll for the
Central?
For the Central, it was about 80, almost about maybe 75, 80% were picking St. Louis. The other part of that was Minnesota.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, yeah, very interesting. So, and there was a small percentage for Chicago. Yeah, it was interesting.
So that kind of turned out differently than from what I was thinking, because I was kind of thinking as far as from the listener voting poll, I would think I could see either Chicago and St. Louis leading the poll, but Minnesota kind of surprises me.
Yeah, Minnesota was like number 2.
So, all right.
Yay! Thought you'd be happy about that. So we'll make that available for the Metropolitan Division also. In the meantime, you can catch all our other older episodes. If you missed those, they are available out on our website at www.thepuckdropshere.com. You can send us an email at Jon and Howie at thepuckdropshere.com. Tweet us. Send us a like on Facebook. We're on Instagram. And all those wonderful places where you iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, and now on FM Online or whatever it's called, FM Player. And all that. So, yeah, send us a line. And we will catch you all next week when we do the Pacific Division. Until then, we bid you all adieu. That is it. Say goodbye, Howie.
I did. You kind of sneezed over me.
Oh, sorry. So long.